Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the horror series. So, I was going to do this episode on my grandma's haunted house story, but since that story is so complex, I decided to make that a series of itself. So, I'm decided to have this episode be about paranormal. So get ready. Okay guys, so the first story I'm going to be reading to you, and yeah, let's get into it. Until a few years ago, I still had a flip phone. One day I got a random call asking for some girl named Sarah. I told them they had the wrong number and they hung up. For the next few months, I would get these calls asking for Sarah about once or twice a week, coming from a different number and different sounding people. Sometimes these calls came at 3 in the morning. One day, I got a call and like usual, I said I don't know Sarah. After they hung up, I went to my contacts and hit redial. The answering machine said that the number did not exist. I went back through my phone history trying to call some other people that had called me with the same results. A machine telling me that the number did not exist. Every time I would get these calls, I would redial the number and still got the machine. I googled the numbers, but all I learned was that were coming from North Dakota, Montana, basically everywhere in the Midwest. The next time I got a call asking for Sarah, I said, "Oh yeah, she is right here." And then the other person on the other end said, "No, she isn't," and hung up. Things started getting weird when I started getting calls from unknown numbers calling me. Whoever or whatever was on the other end hung up the second I said hello. Once I got a call where they didn't hang up. After I said hello, I could hear someone was on the other end just listening, but they didn't say anything. Just something really uneasy about it. Creepy. So, if you ever get a call from Sarah, just know that those numbers, they don't exist, and that's exactly why I don't ever answer my phone when I don't recognize a number. I don't do it, 'cause something like that can happen to you. Just, yeah, don't do it. Don't ever call unknown numbers. Not good. Don't do it. Okay guys, so I got the second paranormal story, and this is how it goes. When I was about 14, I was staying up way too late on the computer. It was about 2 in the morning and everyone else was asleep. I got thirsty and wandered down the hallway to get a drink. I didn't bother to turn on any lights since there was a nightlight in the hallway, and there was enough light to get by. I'm walking back to the bedroom when I get this weird feeling like someone is watching me and turned around. There was a big white mist just floating right behind me. I immediately turned around and went back into the safe, bright room. The thing is, there was no windows facing the hallways, and I didn't pass the nightlight yet, so it definitely wasn't a trick of the light. All the doors leading to the hallway were closed. A few years later, when I was moved to the small room closet to the spot, I got this heebie-jeebies and couldn't sleep without a lamp on. It wasn't until time later, after deciding that, I learned that in the 80s, a guy was renting out the house. He was arrested for the kidnap, rape, and disappearance of a bunch of kids in the area, and for the suspect murder of his wife. They never found her, and she supposedly ran away, according to him. Catfield dogs went over the farm, but they never found anything. The cops must not have done a good job, though, because when they moved in, my mom found a pair of boys' underwear in a toilet tank. The missing wife was never found, and he died in prison about a decade ago. I think she's still there, though. Creepy. Okay, so that was horrible. I know I get the heebie-jeebies in my house a lot, and my house is also haunted, so I can relate to this story like a whole bunch. Like, I know, like, when I go out of my room at nighttime, like, we have like big windows in the kitchen, and if someone doesn't like pull down the blinds and you look out in the darkness of the night outside, it like I always get this feeling like somebody's gonna like walk and just look in and just be really creepy. So like, I don't like that. I'm not about that life. Okay, so this is the third and final paranormal story, and it's kind of spooky. This happened when I was just about 4 years old. We lived in a really small apartment that had 2 rooms. When you enter our room, you could just see the kitchen, and there was a doorway on the left, which is our bedroom. I was playing in the bedroom and got my slipper stuck under the bed. I can't seem to get it since there was only a 2-inch gap under the bed. I don't know what got into me, but I started chanting something like, "Slipper, get out now," over and over again. Then I got this feeling of dread, and I got scared, so I ran away. After a few minutes, I sneaked into the bedroom and found my slipper a foot away from the bed. I ran inside to get it and got out as fast as I can. I don't know how it could have happened. As a little girl with an overactive imagination, I just assumed a rat passed by, heard me, and just pushed my slipper out of there. Oh, that was scary, especially the chanting part. Yeah, that was terrifying. Well, my thoughts on that is, I used to be the same way. Like, I remember one time I thought like I saw like a man out my window when I was like 2 years old, and I remember like I grabbed my parents, and of course when they saw there was nothing there. And I've had multiple accounts where like I would have this really weird feeling about my room, and I would run out as fast as I can. So yeah, it's okay. Okay guys, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the horror series. Kind of creepy, and yeah, give it a like if you enjoyed this episode. If you're enjoying that series and want to watch more of it, subscribe to my channel. And the third and last episode will be premiered next Saturday. And stay tuned. And peace. And also, the website I got these stories from will be linked down below. Peace.